Hello friends! In today's video, we're exploring the top 5 best provinces to live in Canada. As the second largest country in the world, Canada attracts many expats and tourists. If you're planning a move, which province should you choose? Let's find out which ones are the best to call home. Right now, Canada is making a big push to welcome more newcomers. The government wants to bring in over 400,000 new permanent residents each year for the next 3 years. They're offering help with visas, jobs, bank accounts, and more. With so many opportunities and a great quality of life, now is an excellent time to move. But which province is right for you? With 10 provinces and 3 territories, Canada offers 13 options, which can be overwhelming. We've narrowed it down to the top 5 provinces and why they could be the perfect place for you. Before we dive into the details, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon for more content. Let's explore each of the top 5 best provinces to live in Canada. Number 5. Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia, known for its beauty. If you want a peaceful place to relax, Nova Scotia is perfect. This East Coast province has affordable property, a low cost of living, clean air, and low crime rates. It's a dream for many people. The main jobs here are in fishing, trawling, and hunting. It might not be for everyone, but if you have some savings or can work remotely, Nova Scotia is wonderful. Like Alberta, it's not very trendy, but it's great if you love the outdoors, want to avoid big cities, and can handle cold winters. Halifax is the biggest city, but it's much quieter than others. People here enjoy nature and community. Winters can be tough in rural areas, but there are ways to cope with the cold. Traffic is rare, so you won't have to deal with road rage. However, some might feel lonely in winter. If you're aiming to climb the career ladder and don't like fishing, it might be hard to find work. Still, Nova Scotia's natural beauty and peaceful way of life make it a place where many choose to stay. Number 4. Alberta. A place for slower and less expensive living. In the center of Canada are 3 large, flat provinces known as the Prairie Provinces. Of these, Alberta is often seen as the best because of its wide open spaces. Alberta has a strong farming culture. You'll find harvest festivals, cowboys, rodeos, concerts, and plenty of local food and drink. Alberta has a country feel, but the city of Calgary adds some excitement. When Calgary hosted the Winter Olympics, it received a lot of money for better transport and top sports facilities. Being near the Rockies, many people come to ski in winter, and the countryside offers fun activities year-round. Outside of Calgary, most jobs are in farming, oil, gas, and mining, which pay well and have a supportive community. Corporate jobs are mostly in Calgary and Edmonton, the capital. Many people work seasonally, with farm jobs in the summer and ski resort jobs in the winter. Life in Alberta is cheaper, and things move at a slower pace than in big cities. Fashion trends may not be big here, but Alberta offers a good life with beautiful scenery. Number 3. Quebec. Quebec, known for its European feel, is the famous French-speaking province of Canada. It offers a very different way of life compared to the rest of the country. The language is one big difference, but Quebec is also much more European in style, while other provinces have a more American way of living. The biggest difference is the French language, but if you speak French or are willing to learn, Quebec offers a vibrant but slower-paced life. The 2 main cities, Montreal and Quebec City, don't have the same busy energy as Toronto and Vancouver. You'll still find everything you need, and you can party all night if you like. But it's more likely to be in a small, hidden bar or on a neighbor's terrace than in a loud club. Winter in Quebec is long and very cold. But because of this, people are more friendly and helpful. When the weather is harsh, most people forget small arguments and help each other out. This makes even the big cities feel like close-knit villages. If you love culture, Quebec could be perfect for you. It's not as diverse as Ontario, but many Europeans live here and feel at home. The outdoors is a big part of life in Quebec. Ice hockey and skating are very popular. The wilderness in Quebec is also wilder than in Ontario. If you love nature and want to explore places that aren't crowded, Quebec is a great place to be. People in Quebec have excellent access to good schools and healthcare. There are also strong rules to protect the environment and wildlife. Living in Quebec is much cheaper than in other provinces, especially when it comes to buying a home. Even though some top universities attract students and families, the cost of living remains low. There are plenty of job opportunities with good pay, making Quebec a great choice for people who want a good life without spending too much. Number 2, Ontario. In Ontario, great employment opportunities. Ontario is the most popular province for people moving to Canada. The province is home to almost 15 million people and is an economic powerhouse for Canada. Ontario's capital, Toronto, is considered one of the coolest cities in the country. It's a very diverse and lively place to live. Toronto's distinct neighborhoods attract young families, professionals, arty types, and all other kinds of expats from all over the globe. Toronto is often compared to New York for its blend of laid-back attitude, hard-working corporate areas, and a fun all-night party vibe. It's pricey, but if you want to live in a major city, Toronto is the place to be. Outside of Toronto, you have the option of several other large towns and cities. The most popular are Ottawa, Mississauga, and London. Each has an outstanding education system, including universities that attract international students, and excellent public transport and job opportunities. Ottawa, the capital city of Canada, is a great choice and competes with Toronto in popularity. There's always a debate going on about whether Ottawa is better than Toronto or not. Ontario offers a lot of employment opportunities. In fact, if you don't already have a job lined up, Ontario is an excellent place to start. Unemployment here is the lowest in the country. Outside of work, life in Ontario is pretty amazing. There are mountains for winter sports, lakes and beaches for the summer, forests, national parks, rivers, and more. It's an outdoor dream, an embodiment of the Canadian lifestyle. In summer, the temperatures reach over 30 degrees Celsius, meaning you get a real summer. Winter is the traditional Canadian cold. Ontario is culturally diverse and attracts international visitors, making it a great place to move if you like embracing new cultures, meeting new people, and learning something new. Home to expats from all over the world, the quality of life here is incredible if you love the outdoors. It also has the highest average income in Canada, so no wonder that so many expats end up living in Ontario. Number 1, British Columbia. British Columbia high standard of living. British Columbia, or BC, is the westernmost province in Canada, next to the Pacific Ocean. It's one of the best places to live in Canada if you want a high quality of life and don't mind paying for it. Like most of Canada, BC life is all about the outdoors, and since it has the mildest winters in the country, it's perfect for people who love being outside but don't like the cold. There is still snow in winter, but the temperatures are easier to handle compared to other provinces. Vancouver is the largest city, and most people choose to live here for good reasons. The city is beautiful, located right on the water with mountains in the background. While house prices in Vancouver can be expensive, most corporate job opportunities are found here since it's a major metropolitan hub. Outside of Vancouver, you'll find Victoria on Vancouver Island. Victoria is actually the capital of the province, and it has an older, more prestigious feel compared to the modern, younger vibe of Vancouver. You can take ferries from Vancouver to the island. If you want to live near Vancouver but prefer more nature, consider moving to Victoria or one of the other beautiful towns on Vancouver Island, such as Nanaimo, Port Alberni, Parksville, Courtenay, and Campbell River. Other notable towns in BC include Kelowna, Kamloops, and Chilliwack. All of these places offer great access to the Rocky Mountains for winter sports and have enough city amenities to meet your needs. Education, public transport, and services in BC are well funded. The province has great local schools, private colleges, and international schools, especially in Vancouver. The biggest downside to living in BC is the cost. Life can be expensive here. Private schools in Vancouver can charge up to 30,000 Canadian dollars a year in fees. You'll enjoy excellent public services, but high taxes cover these. It's recommended that a single person needs a salary of at least 50,000 Canadian dollars to live comfortably in Vancouver or BC. For a family with kids, it can be difficult to live on less than 120,000 Canadian dollars per year. So, which is your favorite place among the top 5 best provinces to live in Canada? Let us know. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the subscribe button to stay updated with more content like this. Also, feel free to share your favorite province from the top 5 in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'm sure others would enjoy reading them too.